What's going on, toxic gamers? It looks like that we got a brand new GTA 6 gameplay leak hitting the streets. If you're new here, you do not have to subscribe, you do not have to like the video. We're gonna be jumping into it right now because it looks like that Jason got a lot more leaks to fix because the Lucia Burna ended up getting leaked yet again. Fellers, shout out to the homie TGG and also Game Roll and anybody and everybody that's, I guess, part of this one. Roll it.
Okay, so let's talk about the gameplay stuff the Game Roll has revealed. The 6-star wanted level is returning. This shouldn't be much of a surprise. Rockstar only went back to a 5-star wanted level with GTA 5.
That's good. We need the 20-star wanted level as like a secret unlock in the game because, yeah, you know that the guy that leaked the Lucia Burna all the way back in 2022, he's still in jail, bro. Like, we don't even know what happened to him. Yeah, Rockstar hit him up with that 20-star wanted level. They hit him up with FBI. They got the FBI involved in real life, and they whooped that sucker's ass, bro. Like, that guy's still in jail, man. It's crazy.
Before that, in GTA 4, it was a 6-star wanted level again, so it would make sense. GTA 6, 6 stars.
Right.
He says the relationship bar mentioned in the 2022 leaked clips still exists, and it works like the honor system in Red Dead 2. So Jason and Lucia are going to have some sort of relationship mechanic. This kind of helps answer a lot of questions people would have, like, would Jason and Lucia be able to go to the strip club, for example? Well, maybe, but that would probably lower your relationship bar, right? So this kind of makes sense. This is pretty cool. Weight mechanics are a thing. This shouldn't be much of a surprise. We see Jason going to the gym in the trailer.
Yeah, bro, like, we're finally gonna be able to make the homie go, like, fat, or we can make the homie fat, we can make him chubby, we can make Lucia, like, look like a, you know, like a ball, maybe like a elephant baby or something like that. We can, like, you know, fatten these boys up, or you can actually make them pretty athletic. We had this feature back in the GTA San Andreas as well.
So it would make sense that you can get bigger, smaller, more fit, more fat, depending on what you eat and what you do. There will be explorable underwater areas with treasures and secrets. Again, this isn't much of a surprise. We already saw this in the screenshots. And of course, you know, GTA 6 is going to have a lot more water than GTA 5 did. And GTA 5 already had a lot of secrets under the ocean. So there will be more in GTA 6. Greet and Antagonize are returning from Red Dead Redemption 2. Again, this makes sense. This is good. Now we get a leak that we didn't really know up to this point. The character wheel has 3 options: solo Jason, solo Lucia, and a dual protagonist control, where you can control both Jason and Lucia at the same time out in the open world. Some missions are also started using the 2 of them at once. I've never really thought about this, but this makes a lot of sense, right? And even in the 2022 leaked clips, when we saw the Hank's Waffle Diner robbery, that was with both Jason and Lucia, so whoever was doing that mission or heist was clearly controlling both of them at the same time. Not like both at the same time. You know what I mean, right? You bring them both together. I think
also, real quick though, you know, it's important that I mentioned this because Game Roll has mentioned. Now, Game Roll has a good track record because, like, he was able to give us the name of Lucia. He called it Lucia Caminos before we even knew, like, her full name, right? He also gave the real name of Jason, and he leaked other stuff which came true. So in other words, he was not guessing, he was right, okay? But he himself says that, disclaimer, I have no proof of any of this information other than it's all coming from the same exact source who told me Jason and Lucia's last names. It is not a direct source. They claim to be the friend of our Rockstar developer. I asked them to find out Jason and Lucia's last names so I could verify their story once they were eventually revealed, and that's what happened. So yeah, that leak was indeed correct. Some stuff here may be false, misinterpreted, or complete BS. I trust the source, but I have no way to prove any of it. So essentially put, all of these leaks that you're about to get hit with, in other words, yes, you're gonna get some, don't even worry about it, probably is crazy. But there's one leak that talks about 700 plus shops and most interiors of a major open world game. This is the one I'm most iffy about, and that's exactly what many people are iffy about too, because for something like this, bro, it feels like that you would need a PlayStation 20 to play, you know what I'm saying? But wait for it. There's also a lot of cut content that we're hearing about, and there's one piece of cut content that is kind of sad. Yeah, just wait for it, I guess.
I think that's a good way to handle it, actually, from Rockstar. So I hope this is correct, because that would be cool. We're getting a rectangle minimap coming back, just like we had in GTA 5, which is good. I think people prefer the rectangle. And there's going to be pink waypoints instead of, what is it, yellow? Well, no, that's a mission waypoint in GTA 5. What do we got? Blue in GTA 5 is going to be pink in GTA 6, apparently. Jason has a Deadeye-like ability where
even in GTA 5, the waypoints were always pink or purple. But yellow markers for the missions. I guess it's gonna be like that. I hope it's like that. Or, I mean, if they change it, that's fine. rectangle GPS with, yeah, even GTA 5 had pink waypoints. You know, when you open up the map and you press X to put a waypoint, a marker down, it was pink. I guess some would call it purple, but that's
slows down time and reveals weak spots. Lucia can do it too, but with only one shot. Source said this is apparently super bad and they hope it gets changed. It's meant to show how Jason is a better shot than Lucia due to his time in the army. So this doesn't surprise me that Jason would have this ability, because we actually saw this in 2022 when those gameplay clips leaked. But Lucia being able to do that as well, I don't know if that makes sense. Every leak we've had up to this point has pretty much confirmed that Jason is going to be the better shot with a gun, and Lucia is going to be a bit more tech savvy. So if this is real, and if this is the case, I would prefer Rockstar to change this up and make Lucia have a different type of ability. But as for Jason having a Deadeye-like ability, I don't think that's that bad. It kind of makes sense considering...
Like, she need the ability, like the hypnotizing ability, right? With that big-ass bunda and all that, she can hypnotize anybody, right? Like, maybe that could be, yeah, that could be an ability. Pause.
He was in the military. We'll have to wait and see, though. People react to having a gun out, obviously. This makes sense. Male strippers are in the game. Again, this was kind of confirmed in that...
Yo, this game better be like LGBTQ plus RTU XVZs YZ. Yo, the alphabet gang coming in. Damn. Okay, so we're gonna have brothers out here doing those stripping poles and all that. Okay. Damn. Driving is the best it's ever been. Okay, that's what we love. Yeah, I remember when I played GTA 5 for the first time, the cars, you know, in the very beginning when Franklin and Lamar steal cars and you get to drive the cars. Yeah, they were insanely different from GTA 4, because yeah, GTA 4 came out back in, I believe, 2008. GTA 5 came out 2013, 5 years later. And yeah, so the driving was insanely different, and yeah, people loved it, and yeah, it was actually very good. So now it's gonna be an improved version of that, even better. But is it gonna be as fluid as GTA 5, or is it gonna be as let's just say bulky as GTA 4, or is it gonna be the best of both worlds, where some cars gonna feel like GTA 4 when it's natural and makes sense? Is it gonna be like that? I think they're gonna go for more like realism, where some cars are gonna be very easy to control, and versus other cars, like versus let's just say a monster truck. Perhaps it's gonna be, you're gonna feel the heaviness of it. I don't know, let's find out.
That Port Gellhorn screenshot where you zoom in on the strip club there, you can see that there's a ladies night, so yeah, this makes sense. Driving is the best it's ever been. Again, you would hope this is the case. This is the most recent GTA game. Gore and dismemberment is being built off of Red Dead 2. So that will make a lot of people happy. And again, completely makes sense. This is something you would probably expect for the most up-to-date GTA. Limited weapon system returns from Red Dead 2, and the weapons are going to be stored in your trunk. This was hinted at in the Rockstar website, where you see Jason and Lucia going into the trunk of a car. And this has been sort of known, I guess, for a couple years now, since 2022. It would make sense. I think the days of being able to pull an RPG out of our back pocket are gone in GTA. I think we're going to need to be a bit more...
Nah, man. Yo, bro, like, I love the fact, I'm just gonna make sure it's closed. I love the fact that, you know, you would start off with like that, and all of a sudden, pull that up, and pow, son. Like, that was good, right? Like, pulling RPG out of your bumhole, like, that was the shit, man. You know, that was the GOAT feature, man. We need that, Holmes. We need that, homie.
Being able to pull an RPG out of our back pocket are gone in GTA. I think we're gonna need to be a bit more smart about which weapons we bring with us, and then we go back to our trunk in our car to get...
Nah, man, that's an L, first L. Thoughts? I guess if you dig realism, then that's a W. I mean, like, you know, once GTA 6 is out, and if it's good, nobody's gonna care. Even I'm probably not gonna care, right? Nobody's gonna care. Everybody's gonna be busy playing the game, but no, still, like, bro, I mean, stored in trunk, good, but we also need to be able to have a weapon reel, you know, like pull out RPG from the back pocket.
Get more weapons. Characters. Donnie, Jason's friend who works for Brian, is described as a freak. So strangers and freaks types missions should be coming back. And Donnie is going to be someone else that works at Brian's, along with Jason and Cal. Now we get into the map. This is where it gets pretty interesting. So the map is once again an island. It's not too surprising, but if you've watched our mapping project videos, we don't know where Gloriana is right now, because Mount Caligar is apparently up against the northern border. So if the map is an island, I feel like this almost confirms that Gloriana will have to be in the map, right? Anyway, Rockstar is going to keep that a secret for probably a few months longer, at least. Maybe all the way up until release. Apparently there is no panhandle, which again, kind of interesting. Because
what's a panhandle? I know about the love handles, pause, but the panhandle? What is panhandle though?
A lot of the road signs in the 2022 leaks hinted towards there being a panhandle on the map. Again, that was, what, 3 years ago now, so that could have been cut. But if there's no panhandle, then maybe the map is going to be a bit smaller than we thought. It's definitely going to be a different shape to what we thought. Enterable shopping malls and skyscrapers with lifts. So some of the skyscrapers are going to have elevators. Again, that makes sense. That kind of already happens in GTA 5. And we're going to have enterable shopping malls. Again, this isn't too much of a surprise. This was something that was in Vice City back in the day. But this is cool to know. This is awesome, actually.
No, I
hope we get a few of them around the...
Yeah, we definitely need it, like especially the big ass Miami malls. Yeah, imagine being able to go on all the floors and all that, and skyscrapers, especially with lifts. That's gonna be crazy. I think that's a W. That's a massive W though. I love it, man. I love it, me. And it is true. No, it is not true. I mean, what is true is that we heard that 70% of the game buildings are gonna be enterable. What's not true is that we have not seen it yet, so... But we had that leak, right? We had, let's call it a leak, let's call it a rumor. In other words, it's unconfirmed. It does not mean that it's gonna happen. But when you hear 70% of the buildings are gonna be enterable in the game, I mean, I don't know if that's possible. Truth be told though, guys, I'm sorry, but for that you would need a PlayStation 20. But what I could believe is there will be shopping malls in the game that are enterable. Perhaps not all the buildings, but perhaps not 70% of the buildings in the game, but shopping malls, right? The big stores. Yes, that I can absolutely believe. Before we get down to the cut content, the rest of the leaks, guys, real quick though, I need to shout out you guys for dropping tips, the super thanks. Shout out to Malaya Noah 6244. Shout out to WW23448. Thank you guys so much for the super thanks, the tips and all that. And also shout out to you guys for following over on the grams. If you do have the grams, I would definitely love to have you there. First link in description. Shout out to the homie Alex right there. Let's get back to the content here, boo.
The map. This next one is a bit confusing. It's got a lot of people confused. 700 plus shops and most interiors of a major open world game.
Now,
even GameWorld says this is the one I'm most iffy about. I don't really know what they're trying to say here with the interiors. That might be a translation issue. I'm not too sure where his source is from. But if we're talking about the 700 plus shops part, I don't expect to be able to rob all of these stores if that's the case. But are there 700 shops around the map? Would that make sense? If there's shopping malls...
I can see like 700 shops. Not 700. Yeah, that's too many though. That's too many. But if that's the case, we're gonna have like a lot of copy paste, and I guess it's fine. Maybe 200 of them are copy pasted in one way. The next 200 are copy pasted shops in a different way, and then you got like 100 shops that are kind of like unique, and then the next 200 are kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like copy pasted in a different way. I mean, if they're gonna have 700 plus shops, it's gonna be copy pasted, which is all right. But there will be some shops, especially like the bigger malls, I guess, the shopping malls, I guess those are gonna be unique. I guess they're gonna go for the realism, and they're gonna be copied off of real life, like the real ones there. Perhaps it's gonna be condensed, more condensed, so it's not gonna be as big as like a real shopping mall, but the essence is gonna be there, I think, which is perfectly fine. Either way though, like this game is gonna be massive. For sure, I guess that's what she said, but yeah, let's find out.
Maybe? That seems like a lot, though. You're gonna have to let me know what you think of this. 700...
Nah, you would need PlayStation 10 to play that, bruh.
Shops,
like,
what? Would this make sense? I don't know. How many do we have in GTA 5? We have 20 convenience stores around the map. We've
there we go.
Well, like 5 LS Customs. How many ammunitions we got? Like 10? 10. We got lots of clothes stores, barbershops, to be fair. We probably have over 100 shops in GTA 5. I don't think this is completely unreasonable. 700 does seem like a lot though.
So yeah, if we got, let's just say 100 shops in total in GTA 5, where you're talking about 7xing that mother trucker in GTA 6. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one. I would say cap on that, but let's find out.
I wouldn't completely rule it out, but yeah, I'm not 100% set on this one being true. Now, over on Discord, where I've chatted with GameRoll, he did reveal a few more things that he didn't put on Twitter. So Jason has a pet iguana. We've actually already seen the iguana, I believe, in trailer 2. He's wearing a shirt, and I think you can even put like glasses on him, maybe, who knows. So it makes sense that Jason has a pet iguana. It also looks like he has a pet snake. 5 chapters in total. Skip ahead now. The game has chapters like Red Dead 2 apparently, with 5 chapters in total. Chapter 5 apparently was or is in development hell, which means Rockstar doesn't really know what to do with it. I don't know how much I believe that. I feel like they would have planned this out years ago, but who knows. Right. Shots from trailer 2 were all from chapters 1 to 3. That makes sense, for sure. Lucia's ankle monitor is not significant, and she removes it early in the game. Again, this would make sense, especially if we're going to go on high.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? And I believe that whenever she has the ankle monitor, if she leaves the city or go into another town or city, she's going to get like 4-star wanted level or however. I guess in the past, in GTA San Andreas, if you try to enter a different city, it would be locked, but if you try to enter... you would get the 6-star wanted level, if I'm not mistaken. Same for GTA 4, I believe. I believe for GTA 4 it was 4-star or 5-star. Could be wrong. Correct me in the comments. But yeah, we're probably gonna see a situation like that, and perhaps Jason can go anywhere. And once the ankle monitor goes off, I guess Lucia's gonna go off. You know the deal. Pause.
Heists and robbing places. Lucia wouldn't really be wearing an ankle monitor, revealing her location to police while she's robbing places. So I can believe that for sure. All right, this is a bit more of a major story spoiler here. You might want to skip ahead just like 20 seconds here if you don't want to have any major spoilers.
No,
apparently, Jason and Lucia have a kid that's only seen in flashbacks. I don't know. Okay, this has been rumored. A kid has been rumored to be in GTA 6 for a long time. I'm not going to comment on it too much because I don't know. We don't know at this point. Mission openings change based on who you enter as. That makes sense. The opening mission with Jason is following a drug smuggling plane with Russians who become a mission giver after that. This probably makes sense if he's working for Brian. Maybe Brian used to smuggle in the keys. So this was actually revealed, I think, in 2024 or 2023 before we even knew about Brian. So I'm leaning towards this being correct at this point. We don't know, obviously, but, it makes sense now that we know Brian himself used to smuggle drugs in the Keys with planes and boats and whatnot. So it would make sense if he sent Jason out on a mission to stop people smuggling drugs in the Keys, because he wants to do it. There's a mission in Chapter 3 where Lucia jumps from a bike to a truck with a car in it. We actually ended up seeing this in Trailer 2. That one seems to be correct, obviously. There's a mission where cops betray each other. Again, this would make sense. It happened in GTA 5. It happens in most GTA games. So I'm not too surprised with that one. There's a mission where
like every time I see the trailer, especially the second one, it gives me the Fast and Furious vibes, right? Like family, family. It gives me that vibe. Even in the Fast and Furious, we've had the cops betrayal, this, that, the other, right? So yeah, GTA is essentially that.
You shoot a shark with a spear gun. Cool. We know the spear gun is coming to the game from the 2022 leaks. There's a mission where Jason is attacked by a gang in a hospital and it ends funnily, apparently. So, okay, cool. There's a mission where Lucia goes up against a bodybuilder gang after doing a heist connected to an airport, featuring the airport interior and the airplane. Lucia goes undercover and is betrayed and attacked. I think this is going to be correct as well, because GameRoll found all of this information out before Trailer 2 came out.
And apparently, like, Lucia is the one that is underneath, so I don't know, like, how, like, her clothes came off. That's, like, wild. The only way to find out is by playing the game, because, damn, man, those clothes actually came off.
And it looks like we saw this in Trailer 2. This shot here, where Lucia is fighting what seems to be a bodybuilder hanging out of a plane, and Lucia seems to be wearing some sort of disguise. Yeah, this looks to be correct.
Bro, how did you not fall? Like, your knees are almost there, all your body weight is tumbling on the other side. Yeah, okay, it remains to be a mystery.
Correct. So what's she doing? She's undercover, trying to do some sort of heist by infiltrating this gang. Heists will be planned from the Vault nightclub. Now, I don't know if we've seen this nightclub, but we know that Jason and Lucia have been to nightclubs in the trailer. They've also been to the strip club, the King of Diamonds, as well. So I don't know if the Vault is maybe like an underground section of one of these nightclubs, or maybe it's actually where Raul is in this screenshot here. This would make sense, actually. So we don't know where this Vault is. Or
yeah, okay, let's actually get down to the cut content part, right? Now, this is kind of wild, alright? So, cut content. No fully cannot say that word on YouTube, obviously. Okay, we're not gonna get that. Listening to music outside of a car apparently isn't a thing. So that is cut or non-existent content. Perhaps it was a thing. Prone was indeed cut a while ago. I don't know why would they do that? And this part is actually cut. If the leak is true, it would be a part of the cut content because we've seen the leak gameplay back in 2022, and yes, we did see proning in the game. So if it's not in the game, well, that is indeed cut. Dual wielding weapons isn't in the game, man. No Disney World parody, man. Yeah, no burglary mini game, man. Yeah, what is that one thing you really wanted to see from this? I would say for me, Disney World parody. Like, I think that would have been really, really good. I think, yeah, I wish they did not cut that, or maybe it's part of the non-existent content. Yeah, we'll see. But did you see this video though? If not, click on this video on the screen because the stuff that she was caught doing, crazy. Check it out and I'll see you there.